So the fight is over and Logan has won. And the worst part is, it wasn't even close. You could have been blind and deaf like Helen Keller. Helen Keller could have been there and would have saw that Dillon's performance during the match was about as solid as a fucking Jenga tower. Anyone who was talking this much shit before the fight and then lands 16 punches the whole time should have gone into a deep hibernation after that, and honestly might have not even made a comeback. If this was a private fight we only heard about, then maybe Dillon can get away with acting like his performance was anything other than pathetic. But we all saw what happened. There's no, oh well, it was pretty even. This shit was like if an elephant fought a disabled elephant. And still, even knowing that, Dillon still tweets out stuff like, "Pussy ran for 18 minutes, and I'm not done yet. You should have killed me when you had the chance." Dillon, shut the fuck up. You probably put on one of the worst fights DAZN has ever hosted, and you're still opening your mouth. Nothing of what he says is being taken serious anymore. If you look at the replies to any of his tweets, they're just making fun of him. I have never seen a loser be this confident in his shit performance. The fact that he thinks this fight made him look good in anyway only shows he's not gonna stop. Logan is going to slowly start distancing himself from Dillon because there's no reason for them to interact anymore. And Dillon is still going to be posting pictures making fun of Logan's wife. Is this your baby, Dillon? Whosever it is, it looks ugly as fuck. I'm going to make a Twitter account just talking shit about his baby. I'm going to literally do what he does to Logan's wife, only to his disgusting faced baby. What is he gonna do? Post this picture of me? It's already been posted on my Instagram. Logan needs someone like me to help him when people like Dillon start trolling him. He was photoshopping pictures of your wife with other guys and you did nothing. I would have photoshopped a dick in his mouth. He's here and I'm Gerald from fucking South Park. And as you can see, Dillon has supporters who turn on him at the drop of a hat, or in this case, the loss to Logan. But I could have guaranteed Logan that by fight night, no one would have been on Dillon's side. There would have been people in the arena holding up signs like College Game Day making fun of Dillon. Conor McGregor wouldn't dare make a tweet defending Dillon's performance. Now y'all are probably like, weren't you on Dillon's side the whole time? And I was, but I have a brain and it can function and tell me when it needs to switch sides. I would be an idiot to defend what Dillon did. Maybe if he landed 17 punches, but he only landed 16. But after this, Dillon went on Piers Morgan Uncensored to have a little chat, and Dillon just needs to know when to shut the fuck up.
How are you, first of all?
Feel great. MMA is a lot harder than boxing, I'll say. Definitely on the body.
MMA is?
Yeah,
really?
A lot harder, yeah.
But you are wearing dark glasses.
Yeah.
There's a reason.
I wear glasses all the time.
Let's have a quick look.
I don't want to get Logan's going to have the satisfaction.
Come on, let's see the eyes. There we are.
Not too bad.
I mean,
I was in a fist fight, but he looked worse. He was running the whole time.
I doubt he looks worse than that. You look like you had 100 people fart in your pillow, and now you have the worst case of pink eye ever. Piers is not the one to bullshit with. That's why he immediately asked you to take off your sunglasses. Dillon thought this was going to be his time to talk shit, but Piers is way smarter than him.
I wanted to fight. He was running.
Here's my take on what happened. I don't know. It just seemed to me like, what was in that for you? I get it makes you more famous. Yeah. I get all that. I get that from a marketing point of view.
Yeah.
Everyone thoroughly enjoyed the extravaganza.
Yeah.
But as a fighter with a great reputation, when you came away from it, what did you feel?
Now, he doesn't even have to answer this. We know how he feels. If it was up to them to judge themselves, just on pure ignorance, he'd call himself the winner. Dillon is actually sitting there with a beat to fuck eye, acting like that's a mark of respect, which it is if he actually put up a fight.
It didn't feel like a fight. I feel like he was running away. Every time I tried to engage with him and try to get in there and like trade, he would run away, you know?
You landed 9 punches in 6 rounds.
Yeah. I mean, but the thing
that's not great, is it?
It's because he was running, though. Even Conor was saying it. He was running.
So I'm actually getting kind of mad. Why does he keep saying he was trying to fight? The clips I've been showing you are him spamming the block button on his controller. Piers is even making fun of him, saying he threw more punches at the security guard.
He threw more fights at the end with the security guys.
But just listen to what he says on why he did that dumbass jiu-jitsu move mid-fight.
Why did you, just for the record, why did you suddenly dive in and do a jiu-jitsu move?
I wasn't actually trying to, but he was smart. He Vaselined his head up. So I guess he knew I was trying to go for his neck. But at that moment, I actually wasn't. I was just grabbing his head, and he just kind of shrugged me in the Vaseline.
So you guys know before a UFC fight how the cut man puts Vaseline on the fighter's face? Yeah, that's so when they end up like this, they can slip right out. Saying he pushed you to the ground like you didn't just knock yourself off balance shows how much damage that black eye is doing to your brain. Saying it was the Vaseline that stopped you is already retarded enough in itself. But then Dillon starts talking about how he would beat Logan in MMA without a problem, which is big talk for someone who was throwing fucking backhand punches during a boxing boxing match, but he's like, I can beat him easy. So easy, it would actually be embarrassing.
I could take him down, mount him, and literally slap him around, and just it would be embarrassing, actually.
The stench of irony behind that is almost enough to give me pink eye like Dillon. It's just stinky, shitty smell. Poop particles are getting in my eye. I'm getting pink eye just talking about it. But he doesn't stop there. He does the always illustrious KFC double down and says he would beat any elite boxer, including Mayweather in his prime, in an MMA match.
Would you beat any boxer, do you think?
All of them. Probably, I could probably do it in the same night.
What about the elite boxers, actual
easy,
top boxers?
easy. The only one that ever wrestled, I think, was Terrence Crawford.
What about Mayweather at his peak?
Oh, easy.
You would?
Easy.
I don't know who Dillon thinks he is, but you can look up his record, and yeah, he has a championship here or there, but if you look at his jiu-jitsu record, the sport he claims to be almighty in, he's 18-16. You wouldn't be considered good in any sport with that record. I'm not saying he wouldn't beat Logan, but when you've lost 80% of your total fights, you're considered mediocre at best. Pierce then asked Dillon about that bet Drake made on Logan knocking Dillon out, and you can tell that Dillon is butthurt that Drake was on Logan's side. If he didn't have his sunglasses on, we might have seen his eyes water up.
You weren't happy that Drake, the rapper...
Yeah, we're friends too. That hurt me.
Well, he bet on Instagram $850,000 on your opponent to knock you out.
He lost.
Have you been in touch with him?
No, he has a new number now. But
really?
he posted a story saying like...
So he bet against you, he's ghosted you. What's going on there?
I know, it's messed up. I don't know. Hopefully he watches this and will reach out to me.
Well, what's your message to Drake if he's watching?
Drake is definitely not watching this, and he will not be hitting you up. He told me that personally. But you can tell Dillon is actually hurt that someone he took a picture with someone else.
I thought we were friends, Drake. That's messed up, you know? Logan's not one of us. We don't sue. We don't do lawsuits, you know? Drake is a gangster like me. We don't do that kind of stuff.
But Pierce ends the interview by asking Dillon who he thinks he could beat in MMA, and of course he's like, I could beat Islam, I could beat Khabib. He even says he could beat John Jones solely because his jiu-jitsu is that good.
I swear, I would fight all of them. I would fight John Jones. I'm not scared. I did a lie detector test.
Think you could beat him?
I did a lie detector test, and it showed that I believe that. I think these guys aren't that good, and I'm willing to go prove that. So go put me in the UFC and give me Islam first fight.
John Jones and Khabib have won more fights on their own than your entire jiu-jitsu career. He says he can beat every man in the world but has 16 losses. Dillon wouldn't even be able to beat that MMA fighter with no legs. Slowly but surely, we'll start hearing less about Dillon unless Logan replies to him, but it seems as if Logan is done with him, which is great for everyone as a whole. This baby is ugly as shit, and see you guys Friday. Peace.